From the Fox29 studios, this is Good Day Philadelphia Weekend.
A mother watches in horror as her teenage daughter's gunned down in front of her home. 2 other teens went to the hospital after nearly 24 bullets fly through a West Philadelphia neighborhood.
We're asking for the public's help. Obviously, you have a young girl here who unfortunately got caught in a crossfire and is now dead at the age of 17.
Why police believe the victims were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. And in Haddonfield, a lacrosse player is accused of using a racial slur. Now, a New Jersey school district is taking a firm stand against the team. More evacuations are ordered in Hawaii as officials anticipate another explosion of steam and ash. Why are state officials inviting tourists to visit the Big Island? In honor of finishing school and tossing those caps in the air, we are playing the top graduation songs of all time, coming in at number 10. Black Eyed Peas, I Got a Feeling.
Hey, good day everyone. It's Saturday, May 12th, 2018. So glad to see you here.
It's been a hot minute since I've been here, right?
I know.
Woo.
You've been during the week, but you haven't been with us on the weekend.
They don't let me play on the weekends, unfortunately.
Well, thanks for coming by. We're happy to have
my
you.
pleasure.
Tomorrow may be Mother's Day, but today folks will come from near and far to celebrate the Dadville Regatta. So it's a big day on the Schuylkill River, the Jefferson Dadville Regatta, the largest collegiate regatta in the country with over 100 colleges and universities sending teams to compete. Today is the second day of the races. It just kicked off moments ago, right at 7 a.m. One warning we have for drivers, Mike Masco, is you have to expect delays around Kelly Drive. And if you're going to go watch, do you need your rain gear?
I'm exhausted watching them.
I know,
That's no
tiring.
joke. The whole rowing thing. I do the Orange Theory thing. You row until you just pass out.
It's tiring.
God bless them. All right, here's what's going on, Lauren. We got a lot of action on radar this morning. Waking up to downpours in Mercer County, northern Burlington County. But look at this down towards Little Lake Harbor, the Atlantic City, Stone Harbor region. That's where they're getting socked right now. Downpours and cloud to ground lightning right around Mystic Island, Beach Haven, right around the Atlantic City Expressway where it hooks up with the Garden State Parkway. Some tremendous rains coming down this morning. Really, this is the appetizer before a big event's going to happen later today in the way of severe weather. And we're actually looking at our Wilmington camera, trying to start to see some sunshine go to work. And unfortunately, once the sun goes to work, things go downhill in a big way. Dew point value at 52 and rising, so it's a muggy 54 degrees in the city right now. 40s and 50s to the north, and you can really see this battleground developing over Philadelphia, where it's chilly and cooler air to the north, very mild air down to the south. And this collision course is not good news, because with all the warmth moving to the north, there's a focus, a mechanism, a warm front on top of us that will ignite severe weather. Now, as we look at Fox Futurecast, 5 o'clock, nothing happening, right around 80 degrees. But watch how the storms start to blossom late in the afternoon. By the evening hours, say around 7 to 8 o'clock, that's when we start to get smacked around, slammed down with thunderstorms. And watch some of these storms try to bubble up over South Jersey. We call these discrete storms. When that happens, it's very possible some of these may have a little spin and rotation, and we are actually advertising severe winds and also the potential of maybe a tornado, and then the Jersey Shore getting nailed around 9 o'clock. So we're going to talk more about this, but right now from Philly, Lauren, south and east, this is where we are expecting a lot of storm energy and the potential of seeing a very dangerous severe weather day. It's a level 3 event for today. I'll explain what that means coming up in just a little bit. Back to you.
All right, stay with us for that. Thank you so much, Mike. 7:03 this morning. Breaking: a mother witnesses her teenage daughter get shot and killed right in front of their West Philadelphia home. 2 other teenagers were also hurt in that gunfire. Jenny Joyce joins us live from Philadelphia Police Headquarters with more on this tragic story. Hi, Jenny.
Good morning, Lauren. Yeah, so homicide investigators have yet another case on their plate this morning. This one involving a 17-year-old girl who, according to police, was an innocent bystander in all of this. We talked to Lieutenant John Walker last night of Southwest Detectives. He tells us that it was 2 gunmen who came out of a breezeway in the middle of a block and fired at least 22 shots. It happened around 10:30 last night in the area of Carlton and Simpson Streets. Police say that 2 17-year-olds, a boy and a girl, were walking up to the girl's home on Simpson when the gunshots fired. Bullets struck the teenage girl in the neck, back, and leg. Her mother was sitting on the front steps and saw it happen. The girl's friend was also shot in the leg. Both teens were transported to Penn Presbyterian Hospital. The teenage girl succumbed to her injuries. Police later found out that a 17-year-old boy was taken to Lankenau Hospital in a private vehicle. He was shot in the leg and is expected to be okay. It's unclear what his involvement in the shooting may have been, but police are asking for the public's help in finding the gunman who stole this 17-year-old girl's life.
We don't have any description of the shooters at this point. We believe they ran back through that breezeway and then out the alleyway. But we're asking for the public's help. Obviously, you have a young girl here who unfortunately got caught in a crossfire and is now dead at the age of 17, which is just unacceptable behavior. And we need the public to really do the right thing. Call our tip line at 215-686-TIPS to give us that little bit of information that will help us in this case.
That's the plea from police. Call them if you can help the family of the 17-year-old find the two men who killed her. Again, that number, 215-686-TIPS. That's 215-686-8477. Lauren.
Sad story. Jenny Joyce, thank you so much. Also breaking, another teenager fighting for his life this morning after a double shooting in Philadelphia's Oxford Circle neighborhood. Police were called to the area of Castor and Cotman just after 1 a.m. That's where they say two men were shot in a nearby alleyway. A 16-year-old was hit in the leg, now in critical condition this morning. Another man was shot in the back, but he is expected to be okay. No arrests have been made. Volcanic activity continues in Hawaii, and officials say there is no end in sight. Kilauea volcano erupted over a week ago. Dozens of homes have been destroyed and thousands forced to evacuate. And now officials are warning even more people near the volcano need to be prepared to leave due to the possibility of a major explosion within the next few days.
It's just a really traumatic situation. A lot of uncertainty, really unfolding minute by minute. We don't know what to expect.
But there's a lot of amazing people helping out people right now. I couldn't believe it. I asked for help for someone else, and everyone was on board.
36 structures have been destroyed. Lava is now covering 117 acres of the island, but officials hope that won't scare away tourists, even as geologists warn rocks the size of refrigerators could be flung out of that volcano. They say most of the state's biggest island is not being threatened by those eruptions. President Donald Trump is rolling out his plan to lower prescription drug prices, a topic he campaigned on, but the announcement seemed to be overshadowed by other happenings at the White House. Fox's Lauren Blanchard explains.
Ahead of President Trump's summit with Kim Jong-un next month, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, along with the South Korean foreign minister, saying the U.S. is prepared to economically help North Korea with conditions.
If North Korea takes bold action to quickly denuclearize, the United States is prepared to work with North Korea to achieve prosperity on the par with our South Korean friends.
Secretary Pompeo adding there would be a, quote, robust verification program to ensure Pyongyang didn't try to restart its nuclear program. And while the Secretary of State was busy with his joint press conference, the president was rolling out the blueprint for his plan to lower prescription drug prices in the U.S.
America will not be cheated any longer, and especially will not be cheated by foreign countries.
But a lot of that announcement overshadowed by a remark a member of his communications staff reportedly made in a staff meeting. The aide, Kelly Sadler, allegedly saying that Senator John McCain's nomination vote for Gina Haspel didn't matter because, quote, he's dying anyway.
I don't understand what kind of environment you're working in when that would be acceptable, and then you can come to work the next day and still have a job.
Yeah.
And that's all I have to say about it.
Sadler remains in her job, and the White House is declining to comment.
I'm not going to comment on an internal staff meeting.
North Korea not the only foreign matter on the president's plate. On Monday, the American embassy in Israel is officially moving from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. In Washington, Lauren Blanchard, Fox News.
All right, the royal wedding may be 1 week from today, but Philadelphia had its own royal affair.
Oh.
Grace Kelly's son, the Prince of Monaco, was in town for the grand reopening of his mother's childhood home. Prince Albert bought the $750,000 home on Henry Avenue 2 years ago after the previous owner was accused of hoarding animals there. It has since been restored and will now be used for family gatherings. The home is no longer open to the public.
Wait, that's $700,000, that house?
$750,000.
Looks like a brick box.
Maybe the inside is a little more elaborate, but we won't see it anymore because it's no longer open to the public.
We can't get in? I'm sure there's a way in.
Private
maybe
affairs.
Maybe the back door.
The back door. Speaking of royals, don't forget you can watch the royal wedding right
Oh,
here
boy.
on Fox. Yes, our live coverage.
Are you excited?
Our live coverage starts at 6:30 next Saturday. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll get excited before then. Are you excited?
Just not. I don't know. What's the excitement? I like the whole baby thing.
Yeah.
You know, and then, oh, what's his name? Da 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 da. I don't know. The wedding.
And there's so much drama surrounding Meghan Markle. Like all her half siblings, like have so much to say about her. Like, don't ruin your life. I don't know. It's a lot. All right. A story of tough love has sparked a debate on social media. A mother turns her son into police. Some are criticizing her decision. We'll talk about it and see exactly what you think coming up.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
It's graduation season. Mike Masco's singing, but we're just playing the songs that are guaranteed to inspire our grads into the future. Coming in at number 9, R. Kelly's I Believe I Can Fly. And how can you show love for the city of Philadelphia without ever leaving your little neighborhood? We'll tell you how.